So today we're playing the Odyssey, which is not something that I usually do on the channel, but this one is special. This one is a 30 round Odyssey with custom rounds, and it's probably the most difficult one that I've seen in a while. It's actually, we're playing the last island. This is on Off the Coast. This is the last map that you have to beat, and basically the 30 rounds are the same throughout all the islands, but this is the most difficult one, so I thought I would try and see how this thing goes. Let's make a video on it and let's see how this goes. I still haven't beaten this Odyssey yet, so we're gonna try and do it together. So the rounds are not the same as some previously seen rounds. Like for example, there's no such thing as, like, let's say you're gonna have round 95 but it's gonna appear a lot earlier or anything like that. I think that these rounds were specifically created for this Odyssey. There are a lot more balloons in general and everything comes out a lot faster. So for example, there's a ceramics on round 4, I think there's a MOAB on round 7, and then I think it's round 8 when the 45 MOAB comes out. It's something ridiculous, like BFB in the early 10s, maybe a ZMG. When was the first ZMG? Like maybe 20s or something like that, and then DDTs in the mid 20s, and it ends with around 30 bad. So it's pretty ridiculous. It's actually pretty ridiculous Odyssey. The number of balloons has been increased in general, which means that we make a little more money. That's how they compensate for it, and that's the one thing that I will be looking to capitalize on. So we're maybe going to get a farm or two, but I also want to get a rubber to gold alchemist. Now the goal in general is to be getting cheap and cost efficient towers with a lot of peers, but realistically there's no cheating this, as I've noticed from these previous 4 islands that I played. So that's why I'm going for a 302 boomerang first. I have some solutions as well for some other things that are appearing, but I'm not sure how everything is going to go because this Odyssey completely caught me off guard. I'm going to be honest, I've lost lives and it's not something that you usually do. You don't usually lose lives on the Odysseys because they're generally easy, but this one is special. So this round 5, I think this is probably the first ceramic that we've seen, and so something that I want to do is I want to get the sniper, and I want to get the sniper on strong. There's this monkey knowledge that kind of slows them a little bit when it hits them, and I think this is very important. And also this sniper is going to be my solution for the MOAB that comes out. It's going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to be something like a 102 sniper if we have the money, because money is very important. Let me, by the way, just get this sub. It's going to be a 301. I like getting the 301 just because it pulses a little bit faster and guarantees the decamoing of these faster balloons like the pinks and the yellows. And are we fine? Yeah, that was fine. But in general, you have to be very careful with this one. So let's try and greed out a little bit. Let me try and get this alchemist. I'm going to get it on strong. This is going to be a 103 because there are a lot of lead balloons as well in this one. And there goes the MOAB, by the way. So let's see how we're going to do. This is a... There goes the 102. Are we going to be able to pop the MOAB? I think so. But for some reason, I used the cocktail. I don't know why I did that. Are we going to be fine versus these ceramics? Okay, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upgrade the sniper to 202 because that was a very late pop on the MOAB. So let's just get it to large caliber and then get the bomb pad as soon as we have the money, like now. And this is going to enable us to pop it a little bit earlier. So hopefully, I mean, I guess there are these purple balloons. Yeah, we don't care about those. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so here comes the alchemist, gonna have it on strong. I should not have bought the alchemist, by the way, but yeah, that's basically this whole thing, this whole idea with this Odyssey is that it's very punishing. Like the second you do something that you shouldn't have done, like you buy something that you shouldn't have bought, you just get punished for it, and you have to be very careful with it. And I think the difficulty comes just because we don't know what's coming next, right? Here comes the 45 MOAB, by the way, round 9. But I think we should be fine just because we have Gwen's ability, and this sniper is, I mean, it's doing well. It's not doing too little damage. Let me just move this. Oh. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the sub on strong just so we get a couple of hits off onto this MOAB. Having the alchemist on strong as well. Let me submerge this guy. The sniper is attacking. Let me move this. Let's not mess it up like the last time. We're going to have the ability as well. Have Gwen on strong as well. And let's use the ability now. No. Actually, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so let me get the more glaze for this one. I mean, 2 MOABs, but I guess we can pop them. So when the sniper is on strong, he's actually focusing the 45 MOAB, so no one is popping the normal one. And that's a little bit of an issue, actually. Yeah, no one's popping the normal one. Okay, so here's the idea. I think I'm going to sell this alchemist. I'm going to get the boomerang earlier to more glaives. And I'm going to sell... Actually, I should have done that in the other way around. I should have sold the dog monkey first because the more glaives is a lot more expensive because of that. That monkey knowledge point, what was it called? Here's what I want to do. I think I want to get a little bit... Because we need a little bit more damage for the MOABs. And I think I'm going to get a perishing potion alchemist. This thing does extra damage to MOAB class balloons and extra damage to fortified. So it's going to rip these MOABs apart. Look at the pop count. 315. It does 15 a tick. That was a lot more than 15 actually. I have a feeling that the one at the back is gonna pop before the one at the front. So let's use the cocktail. Hopefully it pops the one at the front. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so somehow we took care of the harder one first, but I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Yeah, let's try the exact same thing. Let's just get this guy to 0-2-0. I don't want to get the faster throwing. Let's not mess up the boomerang order. So I guess we're gonna start like this, and then is that fine? Like, am I missing something? Yeah, we're gonna start like this. But look at this round. This is such a ridiculous round. So you have a pink rush, you have a regal purple rush, you have a bunch of ceramics incoming, you have a bunch of lead balloons that all of them just popped. And then it's just like 2 MOABs after that. That's such a ridiculous round. And it's round 10. Let me just get an alchemist for this guy, by the way. And let's see how we're gonna do. So the first one popped. Okay, that's very good. But we need this one to pop. This is the most important one. There he goes. Yeah, nice. That was very nice. I guess we can sell this alchemist now. And I guess we can sell this one as well, because it kind of did a job. Hopefully we don't need it anytime soon. But let's get the Let the Gold now. Gonna get this guy to 103 and then pause a little bit. Because the Robert the Gold is very expensive. It's like almost 3,000. So we're gonna chill for a second. Oh yeah, look at that. That was a clap on those lead balloons. It made a little bit of money. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of a thingy with this more glazed boomerang and the Let the Gold, because these boomerangs, they travel along the map. Yikes, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of taking away the money that it was gonna make from the Let the Gold, but I guess it's fine. So next up, I want to get a fighter plane. This is a super value upgrade, because these rockets, not only they're good versus, are we fine? Yeah, we are. These rockets, not only they're good versus MOAB class balloons, but they have a lot of pierce, and their pierce increases when you get the exploding pineapple crosspad. So if you get something like a 3-1-0 and then eventually a 4-1-0, I think those rockets go through like 5 to 6 MOAB class balloons at once. So that's a lot of damage. So you want to have this thing. This is like a super cheap way of dealing with all these MOABs, and then the boomerang is going to be a way to deal with the small balloons, and I think that's when we stabilize. Let's see how we do versus these fortified. So it's 2 fortified and then 1 fortified BFB. That's a fortified BFB on round 17, by the way. And we're not popping these guys. We actually popped one of them. Are we going to pop the second one? Yeah, we are, but we're not dealing with the cerams. Okay, so the problem with this one is that the rockets are not exactly focusing the MOABs. They're getting launched onto the BFB, and that's kind of the issue, right? Although this one seems to be a lot better than last time. Okay, what happened now? Why did they pop now and they didn't pop the last time? It's just one of those BTD6 things. Are we gonna do it? Yes, we are. Super close, but we did it. Okay, I think it's time to greed a little bit. So we have $3,000, and I think it's time we're gonna buy these farms very slowly. I only brought 2 farms. I think this is like the default setup. I just added a druid, but we're going to buy these farms very slowly. So I'm just gonna go 200 farm, and then we're gonna chill, see how everything goes, then we're gonna evaluate from there. Yeah, and look at that. The Let the Gold is not making any money. That's so sad to watch. Let me just buy the marketplace, actually. Okay, now we can breathe by getting the ODS. So this thing is super strong. I think it's going to take care of everything, including a BFB. So I feel very comfortable buying the second farm. That's all I brought, by the way. I only have 2 farms. There it goes. That's a ZOMG, round 23. And it pops because of the ODS, because it's a very good tower, guys. If you haven't tried this one, you should use this one as a cheap MOAB popping tower. This is so good. There it is. Now, our next problem are going to be the DDTs, and the thing is, I do not remember when those DDTs come out. Oh my god, just as I was saying. Okay. Okay, so here's the plan. This is kind of the late game plan as well. I want to get an overdrive. Hopefully, this is going to become a tax zone when we sell those farms. I'm just going to get an alchemist. This is going to be something like a... How much money do we have? 300... Yeah, we're gonna have to start with a 200. Gonna get this guy to 320, I guess, and then 420 eventually, and that's gonna be about it. But hopefully this is enough for the DDTs. There goes the 320 Alchemist. Let's see how he's gonna do versus the DDTs now. It's only 3, guys. Like, we don't have to spend that much. Let's see how it does. Yeah, they all popped. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine, because now we're gonna have some time to make some money, right? But that is, I'm really hoping to get the tag zone, and I'm really hoping to, I guess I'm kind of looking forward to selling the alchemist on the left, because it's gonna free itself up. I only brought 3 alchemists, and I should have brought more. By the way, DDT incoming. Let's see how we do versus this one. It's gonna be, how many DDTs? That's 3. We had 3 in the previous one. It's gonna be more than that. Yeah, that's 4. And I was about to say we're dealing with them, but we're not. Let's buy an Embrittlement Ice. Let's have it here, but I kind of want to have it a little bit below the texture because of the Berserker Boot, because I want to have the tag being Berserker Boot, so I think that is a fine spot. That's below the tag, right? Well, like that. I'm going to sell the Alchemist. This guy is not going to make any more money, I guess. Well, he's going to make money, but not as much. I think the Embrittlement is a lot more important now. So this is gonna delete plus add extra damage to the overdrive, which should be fine for these DDTs. I mean, it's not a lot of them, it's like 5 in total, but we just need a little bit of extra damage. Nice, very good. That's the last one, I think. We have this. Yes. After these farms are done, I think I'm gonna sell them because there's only 2 rounds left. It's 29 and 30. The one on the left made 3.9, the one on the right is 2.8k, so it's not a lot of money. Because they have the increased sellback value, they're going to return a lot of money. I actually want to get the Sabo just because of these DDTs that are gonna appear. So we should be fine versus these normal ones, but when the 45 ones come, yeah. I mean, we're kind of popping them. Yeah, not really. Okay, so this is where the farm money comes in. So here's what I want to do. First off, I'm probably going to sell the ace just because it's not going to do anything versus DDTs and it's not going to do anything versus the bat. So the ace is going to go, and then I'm kind of thinking what I want to do next. So I wanted to get the tag zone initially, but I don't think the tag zone is happening just because we're missing a lot of cash. So I'm looking to get another overdrive, I guess. This is going to be under the discount village. And we have one more alchemist, so I guess I can buy another alchemist for this guy. It's going to be a 2-2-0 alchemist just to get the AMD. So look at that, it's actually a lot of 45 DDTs. I'm counting 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 9 45 DDTs. They were just exiting the range of the overdrive, but we got this. Okay, so as this round is ending, I actually know what I want to do for the bat. I want to get a first strike sub. We only have one sub, and I'm going to sell both of these guys. So we're not going to need the boomerang anymore. We're not going to need the alchemist for it. We're not gonna need the ace, and we're not gonna need the Sabo. So that's basically a first strike sub, and I'm going to I guess I sold the sub and I bought the camo on the villages because the deities are not gonna, the bat's not gonna pop there, and the deities are going to appear on the right side. And let me just get a plutonium reactor here. The reactor is gonna give a 15% cooldown reduction to the sub, but I think that's gonna be very useful. So I'm actually gonna try, I think we're gonna have the ability come off cooldown before they reach the overdrives, and I'm gonna try and time this to one shot the entire thing. Okay, never mind, it popped. That caught me off guard. Do we have this? Yes, we do. So that was a heated up wave that actually popped all of these small balloons, but there we go. And that was an Odyssey and a half, actually. We don't see a lot of these Odysseys. That was actually surprisingly fun, and I really enjoyed having these custom rounds because that's what made it challenging. You don't know what's happening, and that's kind of the fun of it. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.